2 years ago, I had $6.27 in my checking account. Rent was due in 3 days, and I was eating ramen for the third night straight. My phone kept buzzing with overdraft warnings. Sound familiar? Everyone online says just budget better or cut out that daily coffee. But what happens when there's nothing left to cut? Here's the brutal truth. Most budgeting advice is made for people who already have money. Today, I'm sharing the exact system that helped me go from constantly panicking about money to finally having breathing room, even when my paycheck didn't get any bigger. And the method that worked for me has now helped thousands of others who were stuck in the same nightmare. The reality check. Let's get something straight right now. If you're struggling financially, it's probably not because you're buying too many lattes or avocado toast. That's rich people advice. When Sarah came to me, she was working 2 jobs, had no subscriptions, cooked all her meals, and still couldn't make ends meet. Her landlord had just raised her rent by $200. Her car needed repairs she couldn't afford. And her well-meaning mom kept sending her budgeting articles about cutting back on extras. What extras? She didn't have any extras. That's the first mindset shift we need to make. If you're genuinely living paycheck to paycheck, traditional budgeting advice often fails because it assumes you have fat to trim. But when your income barely covers necessities, you need a completely different approach. So what's the secret? It's not about restricting more, it's about strategizing differently. The foundation: cash flow mapping. Most budgeting methods have you track every dollar you spend. That's exhausting when you're already stretched thin. Instead, we're going to start with mapping your cash flow. Step 1. List all your income sources, even small irregular ones. Mark when they hit your account. Step 2. List your fixed expenses with their exact due dates. Rent, car payment, minimum debt payments, phone bill, insurance. Step 3. Calculate the gap between your income timing and when bills are due. This simple exercise reveals something crucial. It's not just how much money you have, but when you have it that matters. James, a warehouse worker making 14-hour, discovered his biggest problem was timing. His rent was due on the 1st, but he got paid on the 5th and 20th. This misalignment was costing him hundreds in late fees every year. His solution? He negotiated with his landlord to move his due date to the 6th. No income change, but an immediate $420 savings annually. That's the power of cash flow mapping. The survival trifecta. When money's tight, you have 3 levers to pull: reduce expenses, increase income, or optimize timing. The magic happens when you tackle all 3 with the right priorities. Let's start with expenses because that's what everyone focuses on. But instead of nickel and diming yourself, we're going after the big 3: housing, transportation, and debt. Housing typically eats 30–50% of low incomes. Creative solutions like finding a roommate, house sitting, or negotiating rent can free up hundreds monthly. Monica saved $350 monthly by moving just 15 minutes further from work and splitting costs with a roommate. For transportation, each mile you drive costs about 62 cents when you factor in gas, insurance, maintenance, and depreciation. Carlos saved $180 monthly by carpooling 3 days a week and batch running errands to cut mileage. For debt, focus on snowballing high-interest accounts. Jamie called her credit card company, explained her hardship, and got her interest rate lowered from 24% to 16%, saving $45 monthly on interest alone. These aren't tiny savings from skipping coffee. These are game changers that create actual breathing room. The hidden money sources, now for increasing income. But I'm not going to tell you to just get a side hustle like it's easy. Instead, let's look at hidden money already available to you. First, are you leaving benefits on the table? 60% of eligible Americans don't claim available assistance. Marcus discovered he qualified for utility assistance that saved him $95 monthly. Second, unused skills inventory. Write down everything you know how to do, no matter how basic it seems. Lisa knew basic Excel and found local small businesses would pay $20 an hour for simple spreadsheet help. Work she could do evenings while watching TV. Third, sell unused items strategically. Don't just dump everything on Marketplace. Time your sales around local events. Ryan sold his old camping gear right before festival season for twice what he'd get in winter. The key is finding income sources that don't drain your already limited energy. Small, sustainable income boosts are better than burning yourself out with a demanding side hustle. The psychology of broke. Here's what nobody talks about: the emotional toll of financial struggle. The shame, the anxiety, the decision fatigue. When you're constantly worried about money, your brain actually functions differently. Studies show financial stress impairs cognitive function equivalent to losing a full night's sleep. No wonder budgeting feels impossible. That's why you need to build psychological wins into your system. The Power Bill Fund technique changed everything for Darius. Instead of seeing his entire checking balance as available, he created a separate account just for bills. Watching that account fill up gave him a sense of progress even when things were tight. Another technique, the Freedom 20. Set aside just $20 monthly that you can spend on anything without guilt or justification. This prevents the budgeting burnout that kills most financial plans. Remember, perfect budgeting isn't the goal. Sustainable progress is. The 30-day turnaround system. Let's put everything together into a simple 30-day plan that anyone can follow, no matter how tight things are. Days 1 to 3, complete your cash flow map. Identify timing mismatches between income and expenses. Days 4 to 7, tackle one big expense, housing, transportation, or debt. Make one meaningful change. Days 8 to 14, benefits check. Apply for any assistance programs you qualify for. This isn't charity, it's stepping stones to stability. Days 15 to 21, skills inventory and quick income boosters. Set a goal to bring in just $100 extra this month through one-off tasks. Days 22 to 30, build your first psychological win. Create separate accounts for different purposes to visualize progress. Maria followed this exact system while making just $13.75 per hour as a home health aide. Within 30 days, she had $208 more monthly breathing room without working more hours or making herself miserable. Look, I can't promise this system will make you rich overnight, but I can promise it works better than any skip the latte advice you've heard before. The people I mentioned aren't financial geniuses. They're regular folks who are exactly where you are now. The only difference is they found strategies that actually work for low incomes. What could you do with an extra $200 monthly breathing room? How would it feel to check your bank account without that knot in your stomach? In the next video, I'll show you exactly how to automate this entire system so you never have to stress about remembering due dates or moving money around. You'll learn the set and forget method that's helped my community save over $430,000 collectively last year alone. Remember, you don't need a six-figure income to have financial security. You just need the right system.